Hi friends, in this tutorial we will see how to perform text operations on byte arrays. So in my previous tutorial you saw how to change or how to perform text operations on byte strings, and in this tutorial what we will do is that we will perform the same operations. However, this time we will be doing them on byte arrays. So it's basically the same like byte strings and plain text strings. I just in this tutorial what I will do is that I will demonstrate both plain text plain text strings and byte arrays side by side so that you could see them together, how they are familiar. So in here I have using Python 3. Let me open another tab, Python 3. So now in here let's say that what we do is that let's declare a variable and call it byte array string. Just this is the name of the variable. What we will do is that we are saying it's a byte array, and inside we will type in MA Academy. However, if we type this byte array underscore string, you can see that it says the same thing. It's a byte array and the contents are MA Academy. That's what it says. Let's do the same thing. So using plain text. So you can see in here that if you type in MA Academy and we type in a string, so it shows MA Academy using plain text. So this is the result from byte arrays. The previous one, this in here, it was from plain text strings. So let's say we want to only extract this part MA. How do we do that using this byte arrays? It's basically the same. So if you type in byte array underscore string and we type in 02, so if you want to extract it, what it does is that what this 02 means is that 0, 1, but don't count 2. So it only takes 0 and 1. So in here you can see that M is 0, A is 1. This is space 2. However, we don't take this 2 in here. It is 2 minus 1, which is 1. So it's 0 and 1 MA. Now if you press enter, you can see that it says it's a byte array. It is MA. Notice this B in here in front of it, this one. So if you're working with bytes, this is the symbol that you will see. Now if you do the same thing, a string and 02, you can see that this is MA. So it's in plain text strings. Now, however, let's perform another operation. Let's check if it ends with Academy. So if you do something like byte array a string dot ends with, and then we type in Academy. Sorry, byte array underscore string. That's good. So remember this, that in here I'm using the ends with function. So what it does is that it checks the end of this string, and it is checking the end of it for Academy. So since there is Academy in here, what it does is that it returns this bool value or boolean value, which is true. If you typed in something like Academy 1 or Acad or something like that, if it doesn't match this, so it will return a false. But however, note this, you need to type in this B in front of it, which stands for bytes. Because you are working with bytes, you have to specify this, otherwise you would get this error. Now we can do the same thing with plain text strings also. So string.ends with, in here if you type in like Academy, notice that in here it says true. The other thing that we can do in here is that we can also split it. So let's split it, byte array underscore string, and after that what we have to do is that we have to use the split function. In here what we did was that we used the ends with function. In here we are using this split function. So if we press enter, you can see that now it has separated MA and Academy. You can see that MA and Academy, they are separated, this Academy in here, by this empty space. So what it does is that it separates the MA and Academy. In here it says byte array MA, and this is byte array Academy. So this, what it does is that it separates it using the space, which is between MA and Academy, this one. We can do the same thing in here. So if we do a string dot split, you can see that it also splits it using this MA Academy. So this is a plain text string, this is a byte array. So let's replace it also quickly. Let me also show this one. Byte array string dot replace. What we can do is that we can say what you do is that you replace Academy and you replace it with university, let's say. So what it does is that previously it was MA Academy, now it is MA University. It is in byte array and it's in bytes, so you can see this B in here. So notice that in here I have typed in this B in here and also a B in here. So what it means is that these are bytes. These are must, otherwise it wouldn't work. So you have to do that. We can also do the same thing in here, string.replace. What you do is that we are saying replace academy with university. So what it does is that instead of typing MA Academy, which is in here, it replaces academy with university. So it shows us university. So this is it for this tutorial, guys. If you have any questions, suggestions, recommendations, feel free to put it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.